Hey guys, Vinny the Handyman. Thanks for tuning into my channel. Today we're going to be talking about corner bead. Right behind me we have a nice finished wall. I'm going to show you how to make this same corner look perfect. I'm going to give you the tips, tricks, and the tools required to do that. But before we get started in today's video, I just want to say thank you to everyone who subscribed to me. I hit the hardest milestone, and that was 100 subscribers. So thank you everybody who helped contribute to that. The next goal would be 1,000 and get monetized. So thank you guys for tuning to my channel and supporting me. All right, with that said, let's get to the video. Cutting, okay, so you gotta have these. All right, now with this metal, here's your corner bead, okay? These are about $3 a piece. So real quick, I'm gonna show you guys how to cut it. So all you do is you take your 10 snips after you measure it and mark it with a pencil or a marker. You just cut it right there. And all you do, bend down and it's cut. Pretty self-explanatory, it's really simple. Be careful with your hands though. If you don't have Neanderthal hands like myself, you will cut yourself, okay? So keep that in mind when working with sheet metal, okay? Also, I have a staple gun here. This is one from Harbor Freight, and I've had this for a number of years now. It's actually done really well. But you know, DeWalt, if you want to send me something, I'll be more than happy to do a tour review for you, okay? All right, but on a serious note, I just put my staples on the inside, and so these staples are 1-inch staples, okay? 1-inch staples, and they just slide in here. Now you can't use it, this is not for use for doing brad nails, so it's specifically for staples, so keep that in mind. All right, so it just slides in there, and you're done. So I sheet staples on all my corner beads now. It's so much easier. And then you'll also see me putting some tape. And I put tape on the edging of the corner bead right here. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever been in a house and you kind of see like, you know, like the little crack that goes down the corner. That's because people don't use tape on the ends. They just staple up the corner bead, which is fine, but in about 5 to 10 years, you'll see some cracking from settling issues and things like that. So the tape helps a lot with that. So you don't have to use this, but what would Vinny do, right? And you always get the right answer. So that's a handyman pro tip you don't want to forget. And then here's our paper corner bead. And this comes in a rolled up box. I'll put a description below if you guys want to order it. It is kind of helpful if you're doing like small, like little windows, specifically for small projects, okay? But basically all you do is you just fold it, all right? And then that's your corner bead. It does have metal on the inside, and then what you do is you just pack this with mud, and then you put it up and just flatten out with your fingers. So it's pretty basic system, but it's just really messy. But it's really flimsy, so if you put too much mud on it, it'll just fall and crack on you. So, you know, if you don't have Viagra, you're kind of not looking too good. So anyhow, enough sailor jokes, right? Okay, so you see what I'm saying on that, but I'll put it up here just so you guys can see the difference of the two. Okay, and I have my little handy dandy DeWalt compressor. This is 6 gallons, this thing saves me. I've actually framed this whole basement with that little compressor, so it does wonders. These are the staples that I'm using. So 1.25 inches, not 1 inch, so correction on that. I apologize. So that's what I'm using. Okay, then the last tool you're gonna need, it's not this. Ben and Jerry. I know it's cheesy, but we're here to have fun, right? That's what matters. Okay, so the first one I'm gonna put up is this corner. So I'm just gonna measure it. So this one's 85.5. I always leave about a 1/2 inch of space to the floor, so that way you can go up and down with it. You don't want it too tight. So give yourself a 1/2 inch gap, and then that way you can push it up and it'll be nice. So I'll put the cut side on the bottom. You got a finished edge up top. So you just want to apply some pressure to it, so kind of, you don't want to bow it too much, but just enough pressure so it's square. those staples in there. So again, you want to push it up a little bit. So just make sure that the angle's not flared out. Sometimes you'll see that where it's just bowed out, so push it in enough so it's nice and secure. Okay, so same thing here, we're gonna put it through the corner. Now we have the finished piece from the first one we put on. So all we're gonna do is that we're gonna overlap it by about 4 inches. So that way it gives it a nice clean finish. Because if you stop it right here, edge to edge, it'll just crack on you. So you don't want that either. So just overlap it, it'll make it more secure. Okay, with that said, let's mix some mud, get this thing up, and call it a day, man. This video was sponsored by Opal Hue. Thank you for sending me some lotion. I've been using it for about a month now, and I gotta say, my hands, they get dried out so much. I mean, look what I'm dealing with every day, right? Right, okay? So my Neanderthal hands get pretty dirty. And if you're hardworking like me, you know, sometimes we neglect our hands. So remember guys, even though we're in this type of work, it's important to take care of your hands, preserve them, because it got to the point where You know, I couldn't even walk with my wife and hold her hand. My kids wouldn't high-five me. It got so bad I couldn't even wash me privates. So exactly, that's exactly what I'm talking about. So keep your hands moisturized, especially in this type of work. You got to take care of them, because then they start cracking, and then people start talking trash behind your back, like, what the hell's wrong with this guy? So anyhow, Opal Hue, thank you so much for sending me that lotion. They have all kinds of men's products. They even have female products too, okay? So again, link in the description below. Opal Hue, thank you for sponsoring this video. Appreciate you guys, and I appreciate my new hands. Thank you. Okay, always give yourself some water when mixing. Okay, just take your knife, cut it at the bottom. Don't slam it, because then that water go right in your face. I've had that happen so many times. And then just kind of wring this out to get all the mud out, because that's money. All right. Save your boxes for trash. Okay, so I'm gonna use my 4-inch knife. We're just gonna scoop the mud out. So that's a pretty good consistency. So we're just gonna use my 4-inch knife. So you see how important this 4-inch knife is? It does a lot. It's definitely a good tool to have. Okay, I also have my 10-inch knife as well. I'm not gonna use my 6 because I got a large area to cover, you know, the corner bead. So I'm just gonna use my 10-inch and then my 4-inch to clean up, okay? All right, so if you're gonna leave your mud here for a while, just put some water on top of it, just so it doesn't start to dry out and get all crusty, because the last thing you want is some mud that's starting to turn hard, and then it gets in your finished product, and then it leaves like a big streak. So try to keep your mud clean if possible. Now you see that light shining through from the trowel? So we're gonna fill that in. So the more mud we put on it, it'll fill in that gap, because this is not perfectly straight. So this will be one of 2 coats. Okay, so what I like to do after all that mud is on there, start from the top or the bottom. In this case, we'll start from the bottom. And what I do is I just run it up the wall, take some off, that's excess. Okay, now from the bottom, I'm sorry, now from the top. And that's it. So that's your first coat on that side. So we're gonna let that dry for 24 hours and then hit it again with a second coat. That's pretty much all there is to it. If you get some on your corners, just take your knife, just like that, done. Real simple, guys, really simple. All right, so we're gonna do this side now. Now it's real important to get to the bottom of that as much as possible, even though I leave a 1/2 inch, but try to fill it in, because that way your baseboard, it'll sit nice and flush. So again, you know, while you're doing your job, think of the things that are gonna affect you in the future. So fill that in, fill that gap in, so it's nice and Now you guys are getting a lot of handyman pro tips today, aren't you? Okay, just swipe it down. And go a little heavier in the corners because you know where we cut the corner bead, we just want to make sure it's all nice and filled, nice and thick. So leave it kind of thick in the corner and then just keep moving down. All right, as promised, I'm gonna show you how to do this corner bead. Again, this is the paper corner bead, okay? So what you want to do is now we're going to bend it. Now we're going to pack it full of drywall mud. So that looks pretty good. Okay. So that process, it's a little messy, but now you have two options. You got the metal and then you got the paper corner bead. All right, that's another job complete by Vinny the Handyman. Thanks for watching this channel. Hope you guys enjoyed how to install corner bead and how to put on the first coat of mud. Very simple stuff. You just gotta take your time with it. And you know, if you guys found this information helpful, please leave your comments below if you'd like to see a video on something else. Comment on what, if you learned anything, likes, dislikes, because that'll help me become a better creator. I am, you know, fairly new at this, so bear with me. And again, subscribe, smash that like button for me. Also, big shout out to Izzy and Christina for sending me my new GoPro selfie stick. Appreciate it, guys. You guys are awesome. This will help out a lot, so I really thank you for doing that for me. And again, Opal Hue, thank you for sponsoring this video. All right, guys, stay confident. You guys can do this too. I'll see you on the next video. Vinny the Handyman signing out.